Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Echo Underground Podcast. I'm Shanique.
This is Mike.
And on this podcast, we talk about movies, TV shows, and music. And this episode is going to be about the new movie out called Snatched. And it stars
Amy Schumer
and Goldie Hawn. So, Mike, what did you think of this movie?
I went into this movie thinking it was going to be corny and
hating.
Yeah, I really did. Like, I don't know. I see certain names in certain movies, like Amy Schumer's name, which is, I haven't seen too many of her movies, but it's one of them things where it's like, once you see an actor's name oversaturated, after a while, you just assume that their next movie is going to be corny. And this one, granted, it had its corny elements, but like, I was holding my gut for how hard I was laughing at some of the comedy in this movie. No regrets.
Yeah, this was a really, good movie. I didn't expect Goldie Hawn and Amy Schumer to actually be a very good comedic team.
Yeah.
It actually worked, and I was really surprised. And even the, what do you want to say? Side characters? The supporting characters.
Oh, yeah.
They really made the movie work as well.
We're going to get into who made it definitely shine later on, but yeah, that's definitely true.
I guess maybe we should start with, okay, what's your favorite character?
Oh my gosh, who would even begin with this one? I think everyone at some point, even the character that was mute, Barb, everyone at some point made me freaking laugh my ass off. I don't know. I think what you said just a while ago, Amy Schumer and Goldie Hawn's relationship in the movie, mother and daughter, really kind of.
Yeah, they have really good chemistry. If they didn't have good chemistry, this movie wouldn't have worked.
Yeah, it was awesome. I like seeing them two go at it. It's fun. Like, if I said a favorite character, it would definitely be them two. I was completely okay with them being the mains because they had the majority of my laughs.
Mama.
Oh, is that your favorite?
No, my favorite is freaking Morgan. Okay.
Ah, yeah.
The guy from the
State Department or whatever.
Yeah, the State Department who was supposed to find them in South America. He was him and the brother was going at. I think the brother's name was Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was my favorite character. He was shady from the very first moment we saw him. When they first called for help, he's like, "Oh, get here and please call back." I was like, first off, that is not how you coordinate a rescue.
Yeah.
You don't. He acted like a telemarketer. And I think that was kind of the point. And then when the brother kept calling and showing up, and then the brother threatened his wife, that was the best scene in the whole entire movie to me. When the brother said, "Oh, is your wife named Janet?" or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was like, "Oh, did you say Janet?" And then he went on this tangent.
Mm-hmm.
About how he's going to kick it down.
Like that, right? It was
yeah. And I was just like, that was literally the best part of the movie. That's my favorite scene of the movie, actually. I could not get that scene out of my head.
They went back. It was the whole procession of their relationship right there was funny to me. There was a point where he was like, "Okay, get a pen and pencil, write this down. The next time you feel like calling this number, don't." That was his
he was
advice.
Resistant.
Oh my god, I don't know, man. I feel like everyone knows a Morgan in real life because I feel like like you said before, telemarketers or getting some kind of help over the phone. That's really how some people act. This guy is the epitome of having customer service over the phone just piss you off. And it's funny from my perspective in the audience seeing that happen because the brother is legitimately annoying as hell. I would have punched him if I was in person. So he probably did the right thing by being over the phone for a while.
Yeah. Another thing I actually thought, let's talk about Barb. Now, at first I thought Barb was gonna get on my nerves, but she's a real badass though. She don't say words, but she'll fuck you up.
Oh yeah, Barb. I don't know. I kind of want.
She was on that real special ops, not that old special ops.
regular ops, not really special ops.
Wanda Sykes.
Bullshit. Yeah, Wanda Sykes and Barb. I don't know, man. I wish they had their own little a buddy cop type movie.
Wanda Sykes' character would say the dumbest shit. She'd be like, "Oh, see, I was on this vacation with my platonic friend Barb.
Yeah, I was
who cut out her tongue so she wouldn't be tortured." And then when Amy Schumer's character, I think Emily, was like, "Oh, couldn't they torture her to write it down?" The look Wanda Sykes gave her was like, "Bitch."
She just opened she had the revelation right there. I never ever thought of that. But why'd you bring it up now? Because now it's a real thing.
What's another scene I liked was when they were calling I forgot Wanda Sykes' character's name, but they were calling Wanda Sykes Ruth
yeah.
and Barb. And then Ruth had the audacity to go into a long story about Barb, because that's literally her whole like thing in this movie. Talk about how awesome Barb is.
Mm-hmm.
And Barb is truly awesome, but they like ran out of minutes on the call.
Yeah.
And it also had like really good like even smaller supporting characters, like the guy who like pretended he knew shit, but was actually man dying from cancer.
Oh my God, Roger was like.
And then
I thought the movie was going in a completely different direction.
You thought he was gonna hurt them, right?
No, I thought he was actually gonna be helpful. That's what I thought.
I thought he was gonna backstab him, but no, he just stupid.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, this guy.
He led them in the jungle. He was reading a map, and then it turned out to be a menu with a map on it.
It looked like some kind of like kids meal type placement too. I was like, what the hell is this guy? I don't know. He just kind of gave that vibe like he's some kind of like jungle man, like Indiana Jones type dude. Cause I figured, okay, he has his own boat and his own crew on the boat. Clearly, he knows something. And then when you get into this guy's backstory, he's about working at Trader Joe's up in Rochester, and he found out he had like 1 week to live, so he figured, you know what, I'm gonna go to the Amazon and act like I know what I'm doing. This guy, I don't know. The movie took a completely different direction. I thought he was going to be useful and actually help them do something. I figured, the cast is already kind of small as far as main characters go. So I was like, okay, sure, they're going to bring in one more person to, flesh the movie out a little bit. Sure, it got fleshed out a little bit, but it was very short-lived because Mr. Roger came to a very untimely end after his introduction. So.
Yeah. He turned out to be very useless, but funny at the same time.
Yeah.
Especially when he was like admitted that he lied and didn't know shit, and the way like Linda, that's you doing that noise. The way that Linda and Emily were like, "What the fuck? You led us into this jungle, and you don't know shit."
I kind of figured something like that was happening after like he was reading a map and came across a cliff.
And almost walked
off it. It looked like a skyscraper height type cliff. I'm pretty sure those kind of things are marked on maps. That was my first clue that maybe this guy's an idiot.
See, when that happened, I was like, oh, he probably has an old map or something. And then when he started talking, I was like,
yeah.
Sus.
He was a little too hyped for adventure. Like when I'll take that back. My first clue that he was an idiot was that he went on the canoe when he realized that they were being chased by 50 clicks back. I don't know what 50 clicks is on a river, but I'm pretty sure that's a safe distance to travel. They only have to go to Bogota, Colombia. Oh man!
First of all, how did they get to Colombia? How long were they knocked out? Because they were in Ecuador.
Yeah, I mean, Colombia and Ecuador aren't far from each other, and I don't know even where exactly the resort was.
Yeah, but what the hell happened?
Yeah, that's how kidnapping works, and America has no jurisdiction there, so they're like, yo, you just got to get here. And then we'll do something about it.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. Actually, the most awkward scene in this movie, because it had a lot of awkwardness. And one thing I do normally turns me off a movie is too much awkward humor. Because I get to the point where I cringe instead of laugh. But it was the breakup scene with her boyfriend. That made me cringe.
That's how the movie started, yeah.
And I was like, oh, I can't handle this all movie. But it got way better once he was gone. And her boyfriend is the father from Fresh Off the Boat, the Asian guy.
Oh, wow.
They just gave him long hair and a beard.
Yeah, some facial hair can do a lot for a guy, man. I didn't recognize him.
I recognized him immediately. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Get your shine on,
Yeah, his name was Michael, too.
Yep, and Michael's an ass. But,
you're talking about him, right?
Yes, I'm talking about him.
Okay.
Don't worry.
That's all right. I'm just making sure.
Another thing I want to talk about is the first scene with Emily and her brother Jeff. When Emily told Jeff to suck his mom's dick, I was like, what? No. Emily was like, oh, you suck mom's dick.
You're gay for mom. Yeah, you're gay for mom or something like that.
And then she said that. I was like, who says that when the mom's in the other room? That was a weird line, but it was a funny scene.
A weird comeback. Yeah, the humor right there was different from what the actual movie ended up being. But that was some weird shit to say about your mom. Mom humor to me, when you're talking about your mom in sexual ways like that, there's a button in the back of my head that gets pressed whenever some joke like that pops up. I'm like, that's incestuous, and I don't approve. But it was funny though. It got laughs out of me for real.
Yeah, Amy Schumer and Goldie Hawn like carry this movie. Like this movie worked because of them.
Oh yeah, definitely. I agree because you realize I kind of figured that because it was like a mom daughter movie, there's gonna be some like a tender moment later on in the movie, which there was. But the build up to that and like their adventure together, like how Emily technically has a body count of 2 in this movie.
Yo,
she killed 2 whole human beings, and
she smacked the shit out of that guy with the shovel. Like I didn't even see that coming.
I don't think he saw it coming.
I didn't even like register that he was dead. Michael here is like saying, "Yo, he's dead."
Yeah, it's one of them things that you see immediately. I don't know. Goldie said it too. She's like, "Yo, I saw brains."
I didn't notice either. I was like, "Oh, she just hit him really hard." Michael's like, "Nah, that dude dead." And then I saw him. I was like, "Oh, he dead. He dead." I think I literally said that in the movie. I did not. I registered the guy with the arrow, like with the spear.
Well, that's kind of hard to miss. Like
I registered that almost.
The first guy you don't really see his head. The second guy you see the arrow in his throat, so you can't really mess that one up.
I was like, "What the?" She don't know how to pretend to threat. She just like. I was like,
Yep.
She was just killing people left and right, and I liked when her mom called her. What was it? You're a nice murderer or something like that.
Oh yeah, you have a lot of talent for murdering people. Like say something nice about me. You killed 2 people so far, so technically you're good at it. You're doing something right.
The banter was really good. I wonder how long the mom was awake because it looked like Emily was like out for like a minute.
Oh yeah, was that you mean in the jungle?
In the very beginning.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about that stupid tapeworm scene.
Yep.
That was so weird. Like they held a meat in front of her throat, and like this tapeworm came out of it, and she freaked for no reason. Well, I shouldn't even. No, she had a reason to freak, but like she freaked too late, in my opinion. At that point, like 1/3 of the worm was out her mouth. Why are you freaking out of that? You could see it by the time it's literally coming out. Yeah. I get in the beginning, but she literally freaked in like.
After I see a tentacle coming out of my mouth, man, I don't know. I'm letting the professionals handle it at that point because clearly I did something wrong if I put something that big in my freaking intestines.
Yeah, and how did she get it? How long were they missing? Because they should have only been missing for maybe like 3 days tops. And she had a worm that big? That's not possible.
That's true. I don't know, like there's the point where she was passing.
She must have had it before, like she came there because she was eating a lot even before she was in Ecuador. Mm-hmm. So she had to take one before then.
Well, you know what I thought it was that drink that James gave them, but then I realized the mom drank it too.
Yeah.
So I don't think that would have been it. James, by the way, is the piece of shit that starts everything off. Like he comes off as he wasn't a local. They say he was Egyptian or something like that, but he starts off the handsome guy to lure in pretty girls so that they can get kidnapped.
Yes.
And at first, at first glance, obviously, this guy is charming. And no matter who you are, this guy, trying to pants off of a girl who was incredibly awkward. Because, oh my God, I don't know how a guy even tries for a girl who he sees in the bathroom wiping her vag.
Hey, that means it's clean. That's all that means is clean.
We don't need to see the process. We just gotta know.
You know what happens.
We don't need to know. We know what happens. We don't need to witness it, okay?
I'm just saying. At least he knows it's clean.
It's in the bathroom for a reason, so you can have your privacy.
She did it in the bathroom. The door just went open.
She didn't even do it in a stall. She did it over the sink.
She had to do what she gotta do. She had to double check. That's all that means.
Listen, man. Anybody catch me doing anything in the bathroom, if I'm regarding cleaning myself, I'm cleaning myself in a stall where, regardless of if a door opens, nobody witnesses that shit.
Okay, first of all, when she said, showed him the tattoo and said, "Oh, people finish on it," I was like, "Why?"
Yeah,
that was actually a cringe moment for me. I was like, I actually looked away at that moment.
My thing is, oh my gosh, see, that's a weird first impression to make on anybody. You just meet them, and you're gonna tell, the handsome guy who's, chatting you up. Oh my God, I can't even really say this out loud now, but yeah, you know the idea. That's not something you bring up. It's like
she was saying a lot of weird things. Mm-hmm. She kind of reminds me of that girl from that trailer we saw before, with Scarlett Johansson.
Rough Night.
Yeah. And that girl that like kills the stripper in the trailer. You know how she says awkward things?
Oh yeah,
that's exactly what Emily was like.
HPV thing, like no, can't have HPV.
And it was like that long silence. That's exactly how the cringe factor I felt in that little clip that I've seen was the same cringe factor I felt when she first was talking to him. She was saying all the wrong things, and I was like, "Girl, calm down. It's not that serious." I mean, I get that she just been dumped, but no. There were like only a few cringe moments. But most of them, and I think they were good cringe. Like, I'm not saying it was bad. It made the movie, you kind of saw like she was kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
And it made the movie kind of charming.
Yeah.
But still cringy. But I mean, it's funny cringe. It's not like...
Yeah. It's the kind of humor the movie aims for. I completely get it.
Yeah. And normally I don't like that. I'm glad that type of humor kind of died down and it was just more punchlines.
Yeah,
because I don't like awkward humor.
Yeah, action scenes kind of helped it out a little bit later on, because in the beginning we're just like, the build up, and yeah, if that was the whole movie, that would have kind of been a problem.
Yeah. One more thing. When I say I don't like awkward humor, you know what I think of? Napoleon Dynamite.
See, I like Napoleon Dynamite.
That is an awful movie. I cannot. That movie not funny. I heard that people said they had to watch it more than once. If you don't like it the first time, you watch it again. Could you catch all the little jokes? But I will never put myself through it.
It's funny you should bring that up, because the guy who went from Pedro in that movie reminded me of the guy, the doctor's assistant in this movie. Because like I love the 1 second where he said he's trying to practice speaking English.
He says hello.
And he says hello with like the gun hands, as if like he just did some real shit. Like, he was hella proud of himself, and he said it hella smooth too, like hello. And then he put in the gun hands. I was like, this guy is a freaking idiot.
Yeah, this movie had a lot of standout like moments where the supporting characters got to really shine. Even the villains.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The villain wasn't even corny. Except, like, she kept killing his only this. Like, I think I like the running joke where she, like, killed his only son. His only cousin.
Nephew or something like that, right?
Yeah, I think it was, nephew. And then only son. I was like, dang. Don't you have more family?
Got something against his family or something like that. Damn, yo.
Only?
Right. You just killing people in his family specifically. Like, I'd be worried about you at this point.
Yeah, and I like the dance scene that she had with James in the beginning. I like the interrogation scene with James, where I thought that was his best moment in the movie. Even though he was being a snitch, it was still his best moment.
I think there's a line that can be crossed when it comes to snitching, because the context of that is they're going to torture his quote-unquote dick hole with like, Bunsen burners and saw blades and apparently like a homemade spear. I don't know. When you talk about these two things in the same sentence, ain't nothing good about to come out of that.
She had like that thing that you cut pizza with.
Yeah, it's like
and she was sharpening it and going at him. I was like, yeah. I'm not a dude, but I cringed like what she was going to do with that.
Yeah. See, after I forgot which James Bond movie it was, where like he was tied into the chair and the guy kept like swinging. Oh, you probably don't even know this one, but like the guy, he's pretty much sat into a chair and his balls hang from under the chair, and then he would swing this like thick club like item on his balls, it gave me that vibe. And like, considering how crazy Barb looked, because she looked like she was down to do this. Like, I feel like she's almost disappointed on some level to not be able to do it.
I think Ruth was like, oh man, Barb was looking forward to this. She said that.
Yeah. And like, this is where it comes back to. Like, listen, man. Anybody threaten me like that, you can find out anything you want out of me. Anything. Social security number, anyway. Blood type, names of everybody. Listen, man.
They're gonna kill him anyway. So you.
Listen, man. Listen.
All right, look, I'm not a guy, so I apparently don't know what I'm talking about. It's fine.
Clearly not. Leave this to the experts, Shanique. We don't want that noise.
All right. Well. Would you actually recommend this movie?
Yeah. Like,
it's not just a chick movie. Like, I think a guy can enjoy it.
Oh yeah, like it's advertised kind of like a chick or a mother-daughter movie, definitely. But you don't have to be. Like, our theater, even though it was like what? I just realized like it came out right for Mother's Day. I'm just realizing this is kind of ridiculous. Like, today's I don't know what day you guys are gonna hear this, but we saw the movie on the 12th of May. And I'm like, holy crap, this movie is really for Mother's Day.
Yeah, I gotta call my mom on Sunday. But it's not just like, you don't need to see it with your mom. Like, even in our theater, we didn't have like a lot of people because we kind of went at a weird time.
Yeah.
And, you know, Guardians of the Galaxy is out, so of course not as many people going to see Amy Schumer.
Of course.
But it's really funny, and our theater was laughing out loud.
Oh, they had a good time, man.
Yes, they did. And it was like all age ranges too, because we had old people, young people. I think a girl was there with her boyfriend in front of us. I forgot, because like I saw him stand up, and I was like, dude, you mad muscular in that shirt. He looked like he was going to beat the... Yeah, he looked like he was going to break out of the shirt.
Yeah,
it's an all age type of thing. Not children. It's rated R. It's rated R.
Some slight nudity in here. A lot of curse words.
A lot of titties.
Blood. Yeah. Amy Schumer's breast is out in this movie.
Was that her real titty?
I want to say it was.
But it was. You know what? Whatever. We're not gonna get into
That's a weird thing to get into for this podcast, so we're not going to. But yeah,
it didn't look like it was.
Listen, somebody who's seen this movie, please tell me if that was Amy Schumer's titty or not.
It didn't look like it was. I wasn't sure. I was like, when they kind of did an ending where the mom was dancing, they was like, oh, your mom's tits out. I was like, well, are we going to see Goldie Hawn's thing?
Yeah.
You know what that reminded me of? That Netflix movie.
Don't do it at the Adam Sandler thing. I knew you were going to do it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I really couldn't.
That's the worst.
Her boobs were like to the floor.
That one's not getting a podcast, no.
I'm not watching that again. Like, it was actually a good, okay movie. There was some surprising twists at the end.
Yeah.
But that scene alone will never make me watch that. I hope that doesn't happen to me. Her shit was at her kneecap.
I'd be mad if I actually paid money to go see those kind of titties in theater, yo.
It's supposed to be.
Like, excuse the vulgarness here, but if I have to pay like $12 to go see a movie and saw what I saw on Netflix, I'd be a little bit mad. I'd be getting the names of the executive producers and all the names and whatnot. Listen, man, I need a refund immediately.
Okay. Look, it wasn't that bad. I mean, it grossed me out. And normally I wouldn't care about seeing an old woman's boobs, but
now I do care. A part of me cares now.
Way too low, past her kneecaps.
A part of me cares now. Like I look at it.
We're going on a tangent. We're talking about Snatched.
Oh yeah, tangent done now.
Yes, tangent done. I would also recommend this movie as well. I think it's a really good thing to see. You guys should support it. Go in theaters. I know she has some controversy about like her political views. Ignore that and just watch the movie.
Yeah, please do.
And I think we covered everything. We covered every character and stuff. So, do you have anything more to add? Some closing statements?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not that big on Amy Schumer. I don't really have a long list of things to credit to her. Because I know, like, I've seen her in, like, trailers for certain movies and whatnot. Like, that one with, like, John Cena in it or something like that when she was, like, her boyfriend or something.
That was, like, I think that was her first movie, Trainwreck. I heard that was a really good movie.
Yeah, like, other than that, I really don't know anything else, if there is even anything else. And I don't really know much of her stand-up either. However, this is a really good first impression. I'd definitely check her out. She seems like her
she's really funny.
If she's funny, it's awkward humor in this movie, but if she's just this funny, like behind on the mic as she is on screen, then I think that she might be going some places. I might be giving her some attention in the future. And yeah, this is a good first impression if you've never seen or heard of her before. Definitely.
All right, well, we're gonna wrap this episode. Guys, please leave some comments. Give us some ratings if you're on iTunes. And we will see you on our next episode.
See ya.
Bye.